हाय फ्रेंड्स, दिस इज सी हर्षित अग्रवाल। होप आप सब अच्छे होंगे, मैं भी अच्छा हूँ। टुडे वी विल डिस्कस अ टॉपिक दैट इज ऑडिटिंग ऑफ प्लांट प्रॉपर्टी एंड इक्विपमेंट. So today we will discuss about how to do practically audit while doing auditing of property, plant and equipment. So let's straight away go into that topic, that what is property, plant and equipment. Yes, as per Ind AS 16, the governing Ind AS for the property, plant and equipment is Ind AS 16. So PPE are held for use in the production or supply of goods or services. Mind it, it's not for sale in the ordinary course of business. It's held for use in the production or supply of goods or services, for rental purpose or for other admin purpose. Useful life should be more than 12 months. It might be 1 year, 3 year or 5 year, but it has to be more than 1 year to be categorization of to fall into the categorization of property, plant and equipment. As far as classification is concerned, it's shown in the non-current asset side in the balance sheet. Risk, what are the basically risk can be of the property, plant and equipment. Risk can be of overstatement of fixed assets, because every organization will like to overstate its PPE so as to make the financial statements more lucrative and more valuable. Depreciation calculation might go wrong calculation or wrong rate has been considered by any organization. Wrong capitalization of fixed asset or put to use date by the has been taken into consideration by the organization. So these are basically some of the risks which can be associated with PPE, and we have to basically check the various assertions relating to PPE. The major assertions might maybe existence, assets reflecting in the fixed asset register, which has been shown to us, which has been given presented to us, whether exist or reality or not. So we have to physically verify the PPE, whichever PPE management is showing that it is coming in our books, so whether they are physically there or not. So we have to examine the existence, we have to examine the ownership, whether the fixed asset which exist in the balance sheet are in ownership of the company or not. So we have to examine the relevant documents for same, whether the company is actually owning the PP or not. Rights and obligations, we have to see that whether the company has the right to use and sell that particular fixed assets or not, or whether there are any restrictions placed on the property, plant and equipment or not. Completeness, we have to check whether all the PPE are taken into consideration in our fixed asset register or not. Then we have to check presentation and disclosure, that how the management is being presenting and disclosing the particular PPE in its books of accounts or not, whether they has been adequately prepared, presented and disclosed in the financial statements or not. We will also ask for a walkthrough of the process from the organization management for the purchase of fixed asset by the company, because we have to see that how if a particular PP is required, and how what are the basically process they are following to acquire the fixed assets in their books of accounts. Sorry, there might be circumstances that there they are a particular department is issuing the purchase requisition for the PP, and that purchase requisition is being given to admin department to procure that asset. Then admin department is sending that particular PP requirement to different vendors for getting their quotations and all. Then we have to select the quotations from different vendors, and we will select the lowest bid and the best quality of the PP. Then the purchase order PO is raised, then asset is delivered and invoice is issued. Then asset is fully recorded in the books of account, and payment is being made to the particular supplier, and amount is recorded as PP in the fixed asset register. So similarly, it can be case of discard or sale of the PP fixed asset as well, that due diligence of PP has been conducted by particular department or not for the sale, whether any asset is obsolete or not or damaged, whether asset disposal request is being raised by particular department or not. Along with the reasons, we have to see that whether why there has been arisen a need for being a sale of that particular PP, how the fixed asset or PP is being retired from the fixed asset register. We have to see the gain or loss which has been arising on retirement, and whether it has been appropriately calculated or recognized in the books of accounts or not. So we will see the financials which are given by the management to us, whether we will see the whether the schedules of fixed assets along with the trial balance and fixed asset register which has been given to us are reconciling among themselves or not. First of all, we have to see that at least the schedules which are given to for the fixed asset, the total of which is matching with the fixed asset register or not, whether the trial balance figure is matching with the fixed asset register or not. At least this figure have to be reconciled now for our work to be start on. If it has not been if it is not being reconciling, then how we can take the first initial step to start auditing of the fixed assets PPE. We will check the gross block, accumulated depreciation, net block depreciation for the year calculation too has to be checked. We will recalculate our depreciation, take into consideration rate and useful life to check, cross verify that our calculation and the management calculation is tallying or not. If not, then why there is a discrepancy with regard to that. All the figures to be reconciled and matched. List of additions, if any is there, then we will ask from the management during the year. Supporting documents and invoices for the same. Any additions, deletions and proper documents and its treatment to be checked thoroughly by us. Then we will obviously, as I have said, that we have to see the depreciation recalculation to be performed for the year, taking into consideration several factors, useful life, rates and any variance that is reported to the management, and proper justification for that should be followed, then why that difference is calculation is considering. Any immovable property which is coming in the balance sheet, we have to obtain the title deeds for that by the company, that what the title deeds is talking about and how the immovable property is being recognized in the financials by the management. And we will also obtain the physical verification report from the management specifying that which assets are there in which department. There are might be circumstances that 20 pp are given by the management shown in the financial statement, so they have to see that in particular A department there is 2 fixed assets, 2 pp. In B department there is 3 pp has been allocated. In department D there is 5 pp. So we have to accordingly tally and reconcile that particular pp along with the department as well, and physically verify that also whether it's actually existing or not. And we will accordingly obtain the physical verification report from the management, and we will test check then to ensure the correctness of them. That means what I've said, that we have to physically verify them also. So these are basically some of the pointers, and these are basically some of the things that we should take into consideration while auditing property, plant and equipment. Practically we do like that only, so as to ensure authenticity of the figures and correctness of the figures which is being shown in the financial statements. So I hope you have learned something out of it, and if you do have any additional points with regard to that fixed assets PPE auditing, so do mention in the comment section. And just keep learning, never be afraid of anything, always have positivity and keep smiling, have a confidence on yourself and you will do wonders. So till then, keep smiling, have a positive attitude and spread positive vibes. So bye, hope you meeting soon.